This weekend, Dear Evan Hansen, the latest film from Chbosky, opened in theaters, so now I'm going to rank all three of his films from worst to best. Now, these are only films that he directed. He did write the screenplay for the 2017 Disney live-action Beauty and the Beast, but he only wrote it, he did not direct it, so it's not on this list. But you're free to include it in your ranking if you want. So let's get started. Coming in at last place is Dear Evan Hansen. The main character of this film is incredibly unlikable and selfish and learns nothing. The film is exploitative and tasteless and has a ton of issues that it simply asks us to ignore. Amy Adams gives a good performance, but that's about it. The whole film, we're expected to root for a main character who only acts in his own self-interest, and the film just left a bad taste in my mouth. Number 2, The Perks of Being a Wallflower. This film was decent. It felt like a teen movie that would have come out in the 80s, and every actor gave it their all. The characters are actually characters you can sympathize with, but the two main issues I have with this film is the third act twist was a little bit too dark, and it left me kind of leaving with kind of a feeling. And I think Emma Watson's character was poorly written. Logan Lerman's character blames himself for his aunt's death. Ezra Miller's character is a social outcast. Emma Watson's character, her problem is she likes old music. She's a social outcast because she likes old music. Even in 2012, when this movie came out, the hipster movement was still pretty big. So I don't believe for a minute that she would be a social outcast because of her taste in music. So that was another really glaring issue I had with the problem, is her character was kind of weakly written. And like I said, the third act twist, I'm kind of going, oh, that was kind of a dark twist. I wasn't expecting to go that way. The film kind of felt like dark, like the world is bleak. But coming in at first place is Wonder. This is a fantastic film. Every actor gives a spectacular performance, especially Owen Wilson and Julia Roberts. And unlike the previous two entries on this list, I didn't leave the film thinking the world was doom and gloom. Unlike the previous two films on this list, I was actually inspired and uplifted. So it's a shame his other two films had to be so dark and cynical, because this film was actually quite delightful. So it comes in at number 1. So go ahead and share your ranking of Chbosky's films. You can include Beauty and the Beast if you want to, if you count having written it as a film. I'm not sure how much influence he had on it, though. And I will see you in the next video.